Hello ladies and gentlemen, NonRoadUsr again, the person who has a vote but knows absolutely nothing about politics. Now then, it occurred to me that certain people involved in politics don't like people like me asking questions. Now, you've got to ask yourself why. I mean, when I say asking questions, what I mean is asking awkward questions, or what I perceive to be awkward questions. Questions like, can I worship the party's candidate? Can I kiss the feet and worship the ground to walk on? Questions like that, fine. Questions like, if you invite people off the street, so to speak, to come and join you while you go around knocking on people's doors, canvassing, for want of a better word. When you ask questions like, are those people pre-vetted before they go around? Because, if they're not, you could be attracting some form of criminal element, for want of a better term, if you see what I mean. I made a video about it and it attracted one comment in particular which came into my email box, but strangely didn't show up on the YouTube channel comments page. So what I did is I took the email and I pasted it up verbatim so that people could see it. And the comment that came back had nothing to do with the issue I was raising. It was somebody babbling on about why is my Twitter account protected? Totally unrelated to the issue, well, my Twitter account is protected because I like to pick and choose who follows me on Twitter, and if it's not protected, anybody can just follow you, and then you've got to fart about and block them if you don't like them. And I really don't like blocking people. I leave that for politicians. They like blocking people. I don't like blocking people. I believe in freedom of speech, right? And if anybody wants to say anything to me, whether they're praising me or slagging me off, they're normally slagging me off, but it's water off a duck's back, then they're free to do so. We live in a supposed free society, so I just don't like this blocking of people. So I prefer to choose to decline their requests to follow me on Twitter, and that's why my Twitter account is protected. Not that it's any of their business, by the way. It's my personal Twitter account. I'll do what the heck I like with it. Thank you very much. Right. Anyway, so coming back to the purpose of this video now, apparently my local council, which is Middlesbrough Borough Council, have recently voted for a 2%, I think that's right, increase in the council tax going forward. Now, certain people are questioning this, and you get lots of comments on Twitter from people saying that Middlesbrough Council needs the money. This is the gist of it. It's not word for word, and there's going to be cuts to services and such forth. Well, that got me thinking, because I've just got a leaflet through the door, and it's something about vote for blah blah blah, your mayoral candidate or something like that, right? And I got to thinking to myself, because apparently, and again, don't quote me on this, I could be wrong, you know, sometimes I am wrong, I admit that, but apparently, as things stand at the moment, Middlesbrough has a mayor, a deputy mayor, and a political advisor to the mayor. Now, it seems to me that those three people will be on the upper echelons of salary, right? You know, they're not going to be like a road sweeper, or, you know, not that I'm knocking road sweepers, they do a great job, but in terms of salary, you know, they're not going to be down on that level, right? They're going to be, you know, up here somewhere, you know, taking a fair chunk out of the council tax budget, I would imagine. Now, that's three salaries. If that's true, I mean, I know we've got a mayor, that's a given at the moment, and I know that the mayor has a political advisor. I think there's also a deputy mayor somewhere in the mix as well, but I could be wrong about that. But if that's the case, then that means that there are three salaries on the upper echelon level, right? I don't know what the salaries are, but I would imagine they'd be fairly substantial, right? And I think I'm correct in saying that in the past, I can't remember exactly when, but it's certainly a few years ago, I don't think Middlesbrough had a mayor at all. Could be wrong about that, but, you know, we'll find out, I would imagine. Now, if that was the case, my question for today, ladies and gentlemen, this is awkward question number, you know, whatever number it is, right? Why does Middlesbrough need to elect another mayor in May 2015? If we didn't have a mayor in the past, you know, like, Middlesbrough's still here. It didn't, you know, get obliterated off the face of the planet, right? The town's still here, and, you know, as far as I can see, it's still functioning, right? So, why do we need a mayor, possibly a deputy mayor as well, could be wrong about that, and a political advisor, drawing these, what I would imagine to be huge salaries from the budget, right? Council tax budget. And people will probably say, well, you know, in the great scheme of things, those three salaries aren't actually an awful lot of money. But I seem to remember a well-known supermarket having a slogan saying, every little helps. Okay. Now, again on Twitter, I've seen comments from people who seem to be involved in politics saying to other people, what services would you cut in order to have not raised the council tax by this 2%, right? And that's all they ever talk about, is cuts to services, right? Do they even ever consider looking, you know, like a bit closer to home, like actually probably inside the town hall or wherever there's another place next to it, I can't remember what they call it. It's not City Hall, it's Civic Centre, I think they call it, something like that, right? It's where all the mayor and, you know, all the hangers on hang out, I think. So, you know, I'm sure you could go through that place, you know, and let's not just stop at the mayor, the deputy mayor and the mayor's political advisor. I'm quite sure there's a whole other pile of people in there drawing fairly substantial-ish salaries who could be got rid of, for want of a better word, right? You know, I know it's harsh, and you know the people who are doing those jobs would probably say, you know, oh, you can't cut me, you can't cut me, man, you know. But nobody's indispensable, you know. So that's my question for today, ladies and gentlemen. Why? It's a simple question, right? Because I'm a simple sort of guy, right? I might be naive, I might know nothing about politics, but I have a right to ask questions, okay? Whether people in politics like them or not, I have a right to ask the questions, right? And the question today, ladies and gentlemen, as I've already said, is why does Middlesbrough need a mayor? Ask yourself that when you're next down at wherever, or you see your statement come in, your direct debit's gone out for, you know, like hundreds of pounds for your council tax this month, right? Ask yourself that question. Why does Middlesbrough need a mayor and a deputy mayor and a political advisor to the mayor? 3 salaries, one fell swoop, gone. Okay? Have a think about that one, ladies and gentlemen. And if you want to post any comments, I promise, fingers crossed and hand on heart and all this rubbish, right? I will not block you. I won't delete your comments unless you're swearing on them. I don't like, you know, people going there, right? Keep them, you know, sensible and polite. No swearing, you know, no effing and bland or anything like that, and your comments will stay up, right? If you come on, you know, F you and F this and all that, then I'll guarantee I'll delete them, because I will not put up with that stuff on my channel. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching. Catch you all later. Bye.